Hello YouTube, it is Kayla, aka The Slim Down is Real, and I'm just coming to you with my 4-week update. I can't believe it's been like 4 weeks since I had surgery. I mean, it feels like it was just yesterday, but it was 4 weeks ago. So if you are just joining me, like I said, my name is Kayla, aka The Slim Down is Real, and I've just been documenting my journey with the gastric bypass, which I had June 5th, 2017 at Toronto Western Hospital in Toronto. Sorry. So going over my stats really quickly. Could someone stop messaging me? Goodness. Sorry. Going over my stats quickly. My highest weight was 294 pounds. As I mentioned in my previous videos, that could have been more. Because I eventually just stopped weighing myself. Surgery weight was 277, and I actually wrote this down because every time I always forget. So I wrote this down. Surgery weight was 277. And last week I came in at 265. This week I am 260.4. And this book is giving me like an amazing glow right now. So yeah, that's a loss of 4.6 pounds, and I'm actually really happy. What did I do differently this week? I upped my exercise a little bit, intentionally and non-intentionally actually. On Monday I went for a walk. I went for 2 walks actually in the same day, and I think I'll explain. Probably wasn't a good idea. So on Monday I went for a walk for about 45 minutes, and then my best friend called me, and she was like, oh, I missed my dance class, so I want to go for a walk. And I'm like, okay, fine. So we went for a walk that turned out to be an hour, and she's like very slim and very athletic, so we were walking, and I'm a pretty quick walker, but I think I might have overdid it. Like, 55 minutes into the walk. We were close to my house when this started happening. I started getting so nauseous. Like, I thought I was gonna vomit, and it was just so bad. So we had to slow down, and eventually, like, I got to my house, and I just had to sit on my porch for a little bit. Like, I just felt so sick. So I think, yeah. Actually, no, I probably overdid it. But I was also drinking water at the same time, so who knows? Maybe that has something to do with it. But when you think about it, it's a lot of rough, like, jiggling around in there, in your stomach, right? So I didn't do any intense walking after that. But then Wednesday, I had to go to my schools where I was working, and I had to move my stuff out because I'm moving to another school. And then so that was my workout on Wednesday. And then on Friday, I had to go to my new school and move my stuff in. And then I ended up helping the teacher who is in my class right now. I ended up helping, the teacher who had the class for this year. I helped him move his stuff upstairs because he's just going upstairs. So yeah, that was my workout then too. So I would say I got 3 solid days of working out in. And I think 3 is good for now. So I'm not really doing anything today, so I might go for a walk again. I'll just be very careful and just not push it. And if I start to feel sick, then I'll just go home. So, or I'll head back home. What else can I report? So it's my 4 week, and I decided I'm going to do my measurements every 4 weeks. So the cool thing about it is I've lost a total of 9 inches all over. But weirdly, my quadricep increased by 0.5. So whether that means that I just measured it wrong when I did it the first time and it just hasn't changed, or my fat is redistributing. Yeah. So that's kind of interesting. But it's pretty cool. So I lost 4 inches off my waist and 3 inches off my hips. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, actually, no, I do know how I feel about it. It's a good thing. So Yeah, 3 inches is great. So guys, I made a mistake I bought a protein powder that I just wanted to try, and it was cookies and cream, and then I bought frozen fruit, and I was like, I'm gonna make smoothies, and I'm like, cookies and cream, protein powder with fruit, that might be gross, but actually it's really, really good. Like, it basically, the fruit overpowers the cookies and cream, which I'm happy about. So I'm just drinking that. I'm just sipping on it all day, trying to get my protein in. What else happened this week? Oh, yesterday now this is TMI, so get ready for it, especially if you don't like talk about poop, okay? But yesterday I had the like severe constipation, and I was in the bathroom for like 4 hours, and like literally 4 hours. I was trying. I shouldn't say I was in the bathroom for 4 hours. I was trying for 4 hours. Eventually my mom had to go out and rush and get me something to like relieve it, and it worked, but oh my goodness. So I realized that I need to get more fiber into my life. I know, like, for the first couple weeks it's hard because you're literally, at least through my hospital, they say like literally you're just on liquids. And then the next 2 weeks, you're on the puree diet, so you can sneak fiber in that way, but I didn't, and that's my fault. Now I'm on the soft foods phase. It started today, and I know I need to get my protein in. Not my protein in, sorry. My fiber in, because I think because I am taking in a lot of protein, I try really, really hard to get in at least 70 grams. And I usually can beat that. Usually I'm around 80. So, yeah, that can, like, a high quantity of protein can actually create constipation or cause constipation, which is what my cousin, who's a nurse, told me, and I did not know that. So, yeah. So now I'm taking something called Miralax, which is like it's a laxative, but it's a laxative that works through osmosis. So basically it draws water into your bowels to soften your bowels and make them easier to pass. Yes. So, and a lot of gastric bypass patients actually take this like every other day to keep them regular, and with that one, there's no concern about your bowels becoming dependent and stuff, because it isn't a stimulant laxative. It's an osmotic laxative. So all it does is work through making your bowels softer so that you can actually go. So I took it yesterday, and I'm going to take it every day for the next 3 days, and then I'm just going to take it every other day, and hopefully things start moving along. But yeah, my cousin suggested I don't take oatmeal right now because she said it could actually cause me to bind up, because I hadn't been taking it or eating it, taking it. So she said I should just slowly increase my fiber, as opposed to being like, well, I'm just gonna have a big old thing of oatmeal. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's basically it. How are you guys doing? This week, I'm kind of nervous. So I'm in a wedding in August, but this week we're going on the Bachelorette, which is in Chicago. So there's going to be 6 of us going, and we're getting like an Airbnb in Chicago, and I don't know what the sleeping arrangements are, but if you remember, or if you follow me on Instagram or remember anything about what I've said, I sleep with a CPAP machine. So I hope it's not like noisy. I think it's better to hear the machine than it is to hear someone snore, right? So like they have mine set so that the snoring stops. Hopefully. But yeah. So we're going for 4 days. I'm not worried about like eating. Yeah, I'm not, because I'm on soft food, so it makes it a little bit easier as opposed to just puree. I am worried about going. I don't know, it's weird. I usually don't I maybe it's because of how I've been for so long. I've just never really socialized like that apart from my family. So this is a completely new experience for me, like going on a away trip with like friends. Yeah, that's new for me. So I'm excited, and like the girls seem really I don't really know any of the girls, just my friend, of course. But they all seem really nice. So I'm excited, but I'm getting like a little bit of social anxiety right now. Anyway, please don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye.